At 6:45 local time here in Logan, the student section rushed in to claim their first-come, first-served seats. Some stayed overnight in tents for a chance to see number 23 Utah State take on Nevada in the Mountain West. College basketball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. This is the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum on the Utah State campus in Logan. Sold out all season long. Tonight, the 23rd ranked Aggies host Nevada in what should be a fantastic Mountain West showdown. Hello and welcome everyone to the Mountain West on CBS Sports Network. Great to have with us here from Logan. Dave Ryan alongside John Henson, former star at North Carolina. Bottom line here, Utah State partners having a championship level season. Nevada wants a tough road win tonight. Nevada wants to get a tough road win, and this is a quad one opportunity, an opportunity to boost their resume, trying to get into the tournament with an at-large bid. All right, let's talk about the offense for Utah State. They've been fabulous, scoring 90-plus points in 4 of the last 5 games. That is a school record. Look at the MOV, margin of victory over the last 5. They had 100 points against Colorado State. And, John, they're led by MJ Collins, who leads the Mountain West in scoring more than 20 points a game, an MVP candidate. The head of this state from 7 points per game to 20, he has found his home. He scores the ball at a high clip, but is also one of the most efficient offensive players in the country. Coach Calhoun described him as the perfect fit. He will look to keep his team undefeated in Mountain West as a scrappy Nevada team comes in trying to get a win. Now we talk about the Wolfpack led by Coach Steve Alford. They've won 8 or 9 games, and Corey Camper's having himself a fantastic season for Nevada. Corey Camper coming off a relatively quiet few games after injury. He exploded for a career-high 31 points in the last game against Wyoming. A shooter who can get hot. He is the offensive punch that this banged-up Nevada team needed. He will look to continue to knock down threes. Well, he'll have to knock down some threes tonight if they want to get out here with an upset victory. When we come back to Logan, the 70th all-time meeting between these two Mountain West rivals unfolds. Utah State has won 10 straight home games. Nevada 3-1 in true road games this year. Lineups and tip are next. Utah State has won 7 straight games heading to this matchup. The Aggies' second 7-win streak of the year. Lone loss at USF back on December 4th. Steve Alford, 35th year as head coach, 7th in Reno, 10th among active coaches with 712 wins, has made 12 NCAA tournament appearances. Lineups tonight for Nevada: Elijah Price having a monster season, coming off a 20-point, 13-rebound game and a Wolfpack win over Wyoming. For Utah State, Drake Allen leads the Mountain West in assists per game. The 2-time transfer, a big part of the league's top scoring team at 87 points a game. For Coach Jared Calhoun, this will be his 50th game on the sidelines here in Logan. He won 26 games last year as Utah State debut season after a great run at Fairmont State in D2 and Youngstown State in Division I. 70th all-time meeting. Aggies up big last time. A win for Utah State, 90-69 here at the Spec in Logan. They swept Nevada a year ago. Earl Walton, Kevin Brill, Daryl Galinas on-court officials here tonight. And here we go, Utah State home whites. Nevada visiting dark blues. The Wolfpack has the first possession. 4,000 students have packed the Spectrum tonight. And what an atmosphere, sold out again here in Logan. What an environment, Rhino. Haven't seen something like this in a long time, man. Tough place to play for Price and company, 10 to shoot. Vaughn Weems on the wing. He'll drive in, hang, tough shot with the left, can't connect. Rebound loose, Alameda hand on it. And it comes to MJ Collins, the leading scorer in the Mountain West. Drake Allen for Falslev, the local hero. They call him the mayor of Logan. Redshirt junior. Falslev through traffic, tough shot, gets it to fall. The mayor with the finish. He does everything for them. Interesting to see how he bolts to the game tonight. Lowry spins and scores. Nice answer for Nevada. Big thing Coach Alford talked about is handling the knockout punch Utah State likes to give out early.
and keeping this crowd quiet. They're loud right now. That was a good finish to calm them down.
I mean, the student section, your partner, they camped out overnight for a chance to watch the Aggies in person.
They've got latex gloves on to make their claps louder. This is a wild, wild crowd.
Ball slam starts 2 for 2.
He told us today, partner, that he wants to shoot a little more, but he's trying to look for his teammates. Today might be his day.
Comer kick out for Weems. Elijah Price, redshirt sophomore, team's third leading scorer. And Falslev helps create a turnover. They're one of the top teams in turning you over in the nation.
Usually when you get a layup early, a nice shot, the next shot feels good. Falslev with the 3, drains it.
Utah State, number 2 in the Mountain West scoring defense behind New Mexico entering the week. Equally as impressive an offensive team as a prolific offensive team. Falslev is feeling it. What a start. He's got all 7 for the Aggies.
He might have, earlier, it might have been an omen for him saying he wants to score a little more. He has been aggressive getting to the rack.
Lowry handles, blocked from behind by Drake Allen. Recovered there by Elijah Price, earns a trip to the free throw line in the deafening environment here in Logan.
Another off the pick and roll. Price stays in no man's land and allows Falslev to get to the lane. He's got to either make a decision to block that shot and stop the ball or box out his man.
One more for Price, looking into the huge crowd here tonight at the Spectrum. Price 20 and 13, double-double against Wyoming in the win at the Lawler Center in Nevada, last outing for the Wolfpack. Misses 2. Alameda hand on out of bounds, and Nevada gets it back, briefly quieting this huge crowd tonight.
Price told us he's played it before, so he wouldn't be rattled, but those first 2 shots, I think that crowd noise and those balloons behind the basket affected him.
Tipped out of bounds there by Allen. 60 to shoot here for Nevada.
So this will be the first battle of the war, the turnovers. Nevada doesn't turn the ball over. They're top in the country, and Utah State is one of the top teams in the country at turning teams over. Whoever wins that battle will probably win this game.
Big numbers. Utah State, number 2 in the nation, field goal shooting behind Miami of the MAC. 18-0 for Travis Steele this year. Comer for Price, 8 to shoot. Comer on a bounce, Lowry grabs it, blocked. Alameen was there, Keller was there, and they take care of business on the baseline.
Heat check might be coming for Falslev. Be on the lookout for that.
Lockdown, brick wall defense here for Utah State early. Falslev turns it over to Lowry, who's got the only points for Nevada. Comer on the move, too hard. Lowry recovers, blocked. Alameen, Lowry tries again. Shot altered. Here's Allen, misses on the way to the basket.
Crowd was ready to explode on that one.
They were ready. Camper's got it.
Not known as a rim protection team, Utah State is meeting everybody up top. Nevada's got to start getting downhill and push their offense, and their offense is too far out. It's going to be hard to score from out there.
8 to shoot, Falslev, the overplay on Price. 5 on the timer. Trying to work down low for Weems, broken up Alameda again. And this brick wall defense has been a story. Collins, too strong, looking for his first points. Got 20.5 points a game. Second in the Mountain West with 43 threes this year. He's been fantastic, the 2-time transfer.
That's what you call getting one up on the rim. He hadn't shot in 4 minutes. I'm sure he's not used to that. I'll live with that. One of the most efficient players in the country offensively.
Camper Jr., a really nice answer for the grad student guard. A much-needed 3 for Nevada.
That's one way to quiet the crowd. Camper Jr. coming off a hot career high. Hit 4 threes in the first half, picking up right where he left off.
Team's leading scorer, 6 in the Mountain West. Exploded for 31 against Wyo Saturday in Reno. Overplay, Price commits the foul, leading us to the first media timeout. And John Mason Falsleb has been brilliant in this game early for Utah State.
He has come out aggressive. Nice scoop in the score right here. And then the tray ball in the corner. Hand down, man down. Knocks it down.
You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Big Mountain West game here tonight. Also won at 72-20. You saw it on CBS Sports Network, won by San Diego State. So the Aztecs, John, moved to 6-0 now in league play. Off to another great start. Utah State wants to equal SDSU with a win here tonight. 23rd in the country. The net of 14 as well. That is a school record. Highest net in the Mountain West. First Mountain West team to be ranked this year. And Jared Calhoun pointed out to us today, home court's so important. But he really likes his connection with his team, especially on defense, as prolific as they are offensively.
Yeah, he said MJ Collins Jr.'s best scorer is his best on-ball defender, and that's rare. When that happens, you're usually pretty good.
4 sub to the game for Coach Calhoun and USU. Here's Elijah Perryman. Collins, the only one who remains into the game. Long-range shot, missed this time by King off the bench, push call. And Carson Templin at 6'9", 210 pounds, shoved down, foul on Nevada.
Just a nice kind of push out, pushes Collins out. Templin and just gets that board, just wanted it more under the basket.
More for Templin, 2 fouls on Price, partner. That is really bad news for Nevada. Their top big, the redshirt sophomore forward and third leading scorer, has got to take a seat now next to Steve Alford on the Wolfpack bench.
That is tough for this Nevada team. He's their guy on the boards, in the paint, down low. Career high last game. We'll see if Nevada can weather the storm with their best player having to take some time out.
Templin off the bench, the junior, about 8 points a game. Misses the second, loose change rebound. And it comes away to Tayshawn Comer. Third stop for number 12 in the dark blue uni. Eastern Kentucky and Evansville, team second leading scorer. The bench will be key here to withstand this great atmosphere in Logan. Comer pushes into the corner for Camper Jr. Back iron miss, White a hand on it, almost knocked it in. Weems saves it out to Camper. On the wing, Weems' shot is not anywhere near it. It's an air ball, and the 4,000 strong student section here in Logan will let him hear it.
Utah State is speeding Nevada up right now. They've got to calm down a little bit and run their offense. They're kind of playing outside of their pace, which leads to shots like air balls when you're not used to that speed and that aggression defensively.
Nevada won for its last 9 from the field. Comer, good overplay. On a bounce from Camper. Here's Comer driving in. He is fouled, earns a trip to the free throw line, crashing hard on the floor on the baseline. And he's slow to get up.
He might go look at this. Looks like he got hit in the face on that.
Foul on Elijah Perryman, partner.
Yeah. It might be something they look at. In my day, they called it a hard foul, but
indicating they're going to look at the monitor for an F1 or F2 right now. Steve Alford pleading his case for a review for a possible flagrant, but doesn't look like one's coming. And Tayshawn Comer coming off a huge game against Wyoming. 10 points, 10 assists over the weekend. His first career double-double. Has got one more free throw. Senior from Indianapolis.
Nice player, solid player that kind of steadies this team. He's top 50 in the country in assist rate. No, I'm sorry. That is not Coleman.
False-left partners back in.
That is Perryman.
Collins takes a seat for now. And Comer, true from the free throw line, takes a seat with Miles Walker replacing him for the first time. Steve Alford said to us today, withstanding the early punch from Utah State will be important. Falslev went berserk early with 7 points. Since then, Nevada's hung in there, right?
Hung in there. They haven't allowed this crowd to get in to the game. But, man, they are trying to. I think it's going to take 1-3 from Utah State, and it'll blow the roof off this thing.
Perriman in the corner. Works there for King for three.
There it is. Nevada's got to come down and get a good possession, maybe try to get something for Camper Jr. He's kind of their only threat offensively out there.
Looks like King's 25th three of the season, partner.
Utah State's in a matchup zone right now. Looks like.
Return pass for White. 7 on the timer. On a bounce. Into the paint, shot way off the mark. Nevada won for its last 10. Wolfpack struggles. The fans let him hear it.
Coach Calhoun said they would switch up defenses to keep them off balance. That was a perfect example of Nevada not realizing what Utah State is in.
Out of bounds the baseline, turned over there by Carson Templin, the junior, out of Fairview, Texas. At home this year, 6-0. We talked about the incredible mark and streak. They've got a 10 straight games. Their last loss to New Mexico last year by 19 here in Logan. In those 10 games, partner, the margin of victory, 25.7 points a game at home. I mean, John, those are big numbers.
Tough to beat at the spec, as they call it here.
Walker for Rollison off the bench. White on the baseline, drives, hangs, and hits. Much needed for Peyton White, the freshman from Encino, California.
That was not a freshman move. Got the body, hung in the air, and finished.
I like that. Good line. Not a freshman move. I'm writing that down for him. I'm going to keep that one.
Right, man.
That's good. Perriman, the freshman from San Francisco, helps facilitate. And a foul called on Nevada. That's on Ethan Crowley, the freshman out of San Antonio.
Just a lapse in kind of their defense. No one picked up Clark, who coach calls the glue of his team off the bench. One of the best offensive rebounders in the country off the bench for this Utah State team. Seems like everything is on his best in the country with this team. That's just how good they are.
Not a lot of weaknesses, partner. There's a reason they're 14-1, 5-0 in the Mountain West. Clark has one more free throw. Transfer from Tarleton State and Texas A&M Corpus Christi, the Islanders. A two-time Southland all-conference pick. Third stop for him. He led the Southland in field goal percentage, 2-pointers made, and rebounds last year. So big numbers and a good get in the portal for Utah State.
One thing that translates at every level is rebounding. If you're good rebounding in most conferences, you will be good wherever you end up.
Walker for White, helps break the pressure. Crowley gathers and lays it in. Nice pass from Peyton White to Ethan Crowley. Freshman to freshman for Nevada.
Another defensive switch up, trying to press. Good job for Nevada handling it, and White with a nice assist for the finish. He's brought some energy to this game.
Perriman runs the show. Nice pass for Clark, had it stripped to the baseline, out of bounds, and it will go back to the Wolfpack. Fourth Nevada turnover, first half here tonight.
Right here, the nice touch pass and finish. You got to attack this Utah State team if you want to stay in it. Now the Utah State is in looks like a 1-1-3 matchup zone. I'll keep the people at home updated, as this is their third kind of defense they played today against this Nevada team.
Camper Jr. hung up in the corner, 10 to shoot. Ralston, the junior, third season at Nevada for him. Here's Camper Jr., deep corner three, it's true.
That looked good when it left his hand, partner. Rhythm, feet set, splash.
Grad student, Little Rock, Arkansas, transfer from Tyler Junior College and UTEP in Conference USA. Perriman gets physical, doesn't get a roll, and Crowley has an offensive rebound. Good minutes for Crowley, who played 6 minutes, 20 seconds against Wyoming, didn't score. Now, Lawler the other day on the Nevada campus, but with Price out with the 2 fouls, he's key here. Rawlson can't hit the runner off the glass. Rattles out off the back iron. Here's Elamain. Spin cycle move. Free throws when we come back to Logan. 14-13, Nevada in front. And one reason the Wolfpack, John, back in the game, Corey Camper Jr.
Camper Jr. right here with the three in the corner on the fade. Gonna need him to hit a lot more if they want to escape this place with a victory.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. What's your beef? And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Ryan Odom, NCAA tournament here in Logan en route to VCU, and now the head coach at Virginia. Danny Sprinkle now at Washington after a great season in Logan. And Jared Calhoun coming from Youngstown State, 26 wins a year ago. And on pace for a big-time championship-level season in 25-26. Would be another NCAA tournament appearance for Coach Calhoun in his second year, coaching his 50th game here tonight. He's won 281 games, and clearly one of the top coaches in the West and in the nation, right?
Yeah, a credit to the Utah State administration for hiring guys that can continue the process of winning at a high level.
Our main partner was fouled before the break. Now the big for USU has tied this game up in the first half.
Elamine
freshman started the last 6 games, partner.
Yeah, he only averaged 13 minutes a game coming into the game, but played 30 last game. Starting to find his footing in this Utah State team.
Freshman from Arlington, Virginia, in the DMV. Tayshawn Comer for White. Aggies back in front.
Still in the matchup zone right here. Seems to be working.
Comer step back. Elamine over him. Allen, like a glove on White. 2 to shoot. Here's White from the elbow. It's short. And a rebound for Drake Allen, the leader in the Mountain West in assists per game. He's got 74 dimes on the year heading into the game tonight. What a story he is. 4th different school in Utah, including junior college at Snow. After his LDS mission, he had no offers. Went to Snow as a student and tried out for the team. Open tryouts. Now he's leading the Mountain West in assists. He's married, got a baby on the way. What a story.
What a story. And stayed local, too. They love their local kids here. I saw that earlier today. Not a bad place to be. I like Logan.
Beautiful venue here. Clark to mishandle. Robinson on a bounce. Kick out was deflected, so no over and back call. Amir Robinson, redshirt junior, 17 minutes against Wyoming the other day. Driving and scoring is Tyler Rollison.
I was going to say, Nevada's having a hard time trying to figure out this Utah State zone.
Wolfpack has won 8 of 9, 9 of 11.
Rollison took it right to the heart, said, let me just go take it down the lane. There's a lot of open space.
Falslev, a great start. No field goals, last 4:45 has changed after Falslev's runner. He's got 9 in the game.
He's a hot player. Nevada's got to stop him from coming down the lane. They've got to step up and make him make another play, or he's going to kill them all night in that paint.
He's 4 for 4. Rest of the team 1 for 5 first half here from the field for Utah State. Rollison almost travels. Overplayed Gary Clark. Knocked out of bounds. Wolfpack keeps it 12 to shoot.
I think if you're in Nevada, you've got to get someone in the middle of that matchup zone. Nice anticipation. Ooh, looks like that off White.
Could potentially use a challenge now with the new rules. Not seeing that here for Jared Calhoun.
Coach Alford said he almost forgets he has it.
Yeah, he's used one, right?
Yeah.
It didn't work, so. He's old school, man. 35th year as a head coach. Yeah. These new rules for some of these guys, you know, tough. Shot clock violation. That can be attributed to the crowd. Nevada lost track of the timer. Turned over back to Utah State.
100% a crowd dead ball turnover right there.
Utah State 3rd best Mountain West field goal defense. San Diego State leads the way. 2nd in 3-point defense as well. So it's not just a high-scoring offensive team. For the Aggies this year, they are built to win.
They're switching on the false left.
Collins foul, baseline against Nevada.
Nevada switched it up on the pick and roll for Falslev. Now they're switching it, allowing him to swing to Collins Jr. for this drive right here. Nice float. He hasn't scored yet today, so get to the free throw line is what you want to do as a scorer. See the ball go in a couple times, get a feel for it, and then attack from there.
We had a good chat with MJ today. You had a good chat with his dad.
Yeah, his dad's a Tar Heel guy, so FaceTimed him. He was excited to see me. Hey, it's been a long time since someone's excited to see me, man.
We are every day. Come on, partner. We love you, man. Collins, quite a story. He and his dad are very close. They started his career at Virginia Tech, then went to Vanderbilt, scored 7.4 points a game exactly last 2 years at Tech in the ACC, and Vandy in the SEC has exploded. 20-plus points a game this year. He talked about the dedication, and he told us the fit here at Utah State is perfect for him to score a lot of points.
A true NIL success story. We hear all the bad things about it, but he has found his home here, being able to go to different schools and find his fit.
Price back in, partner with the 2 fouls. Pump fake in the paint for 2.
He's got to get involved.
Deuce of the game.
He's got to get involved. Good on Nevada, knowing who they need to get the ball to get things rolling. We got a 1-point game with 8 minutes left. This team usually wins games by 20 points. They've survived that knockout punch. Now it's time to settle in and win this game.
Price transfer from Drake and Fresno State. Alamein misfires from deep. Rebound Amir Robinson. Redshirt junior from Akron. Camper Jr. stop and go on Falslev in the paint. Hangs, can't hit from about 8 feet. White battles for the rebound. Fresh 20. Here for the visitors from Reno. Price on a bounce, lost the handle. He's bumped on the way to the basket, leading us to a media timeout. Utah State just a 1-point lead on Nevada. John is right. The margin of victory has been fantastic all year long for the Aggies. They outscored teams by 20 a game, but not tonight. 7-game win streak for Utah State. Currently the best in the Mountain West. San Diego State now has won 6 straight after their win on CBS Sports Network early tonight at Wyoming. Tomorrow morning, 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Don't miss the epic duo of former quarterback Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti discussing the hottest topics in sports, Boomer and Gio. Hot topic here is Mason Falslev, partner, off to a great start here tonight. 9 points, 4-4 shooting.
He started early by just attacking the nice scoop here. And that usually gets you going when you score early. Now the 3 feels good, seeing the ball go in. And right now, Nevada's got to do something to stop him and make him make another play for a teammate. He's been killing them going right.
He's quite a story. High school state champion in football and basketball. Was recruited for football at Utah, Utah State, BYU, and Virginia as a wide receiver or a quarterback type. Went on his 2-year LDS mission to Brazil. When he came back, it's going to be all basketball, he told us today. And grew up just a few minutes away, 10 minutes down the road. We're here in Logan, the Cache Valley. And he said he wouldn't want to play anywhere else. Forget the portal, he loves it here. Camper drives in, off the back iron, a miss. Collins, the 6'4" rebounding guard for Utah State. That means a lot because Falslev has 1 more year of eligibility.
Yeah.
Here's Allen, deep 3. Battles around, everything but go down for him. Loose change, White the battle. He's had a great first half for Nevada tonight. Falslev finds it though, fresh 20 for the home team. Falslev blocked Price. Wow. Big time defense to snuff out from Elijah Price. White on a bounce, here's Price, the trail! And it falls for him, the and one, Elijah Price. Chance for a 3-point play.
Nice block on the other end. And then rim run straight to the front of the rim for the dunk. Textbook big man stuff right here. Gets the block right here. Then comes down the lane, Falslev's behind him, dunk and 1. Beautiful sequence right there by Price.
Templin's first personal for Utah State. And here's Elijah Price, told us today, big fan of LeBron James. He talked about the defensive adjustment, the analytics being so important. Looking for the 94 number here today and adjust the defense. Before he's talked about his offense prowess. He thought defense was really important tonight.
Very important. I mean, when I played, we just wanted to hold them under a certain score. We didn't know anything about analytics, so times have changed.
Completes a three-point play. Preseason Mount West pick. Fresno State freshman program record last year, had 11 double-doubles. He's a big-time weapon for the Wolfpack.
Three-quarter court trap by Nevada to slow them down a little bit, take some time off the clock so they can't run their offense as long. Now they're in the zone.
Drake Allen finds the shoot. Spin move on a bounce, false left. Launches a three. Too strong. Comer's on the move. Price can't lay it in. Point blank range, tough miss, Elijah Price. Battle Chuck Billy III, trying to keep it alive for Nevada. And it comes to Colby King.
I love it, man. A sense of urgency, diving on the floor. That's what you love to see. This feels like a March kind of environment right now, man. I love it.
Amazing atmosphere tonight. Allen post up on Comer. Into the corner. Free ball for Templin.
%31 from there, but that's a capable shooter. They've got to get out there a little faster, especially after he's hit the first one.
Only his 6th triple of the year. Sends the student sect into a frenzy again. Comer separates and hits for Nevada.
The Kyrie shoulder, bump off with the shoulder, step back. That looks like you might see that in Salt Lake City, that type of move.
Hey, it's only an hour down the road, home of the Jazz, right? Space maker. I love that offensive move. And too much contact for Weems on false left.
Only made 3 Templin. Tough one for Elijah Price. And right here, the shoulder, the Kyrie shoulder. Step back 3.
Or is that the Henson shoulder? You have that move in your repertoire?
I caught a Kyrie shoulder before. I know exactly what that move looks like.
Templin. Collins left alone, leading scorer in the Mountain West by himself. How does that happen? Hits a 3.
Saw him working on that today. I almost said layup right there. I knew that was going in. One of the most efficient offensive guys in the country.
Weems other end. Has it blocked. Templin all over him. Taken away. Regained for Weems. Too far. Saves it to the hands of Falslev. He's bumped by Billy III. Collins again. Pumping. Step back 3. Flannels out. And the rebound for Price. Elbows are flying. Allen gets in his way, impedes the movement, and picks up the foul.
Right here.
Agree or disagree?
Crowd's a little upset. I don't know, man. The way this game is going, the physicality, diving for balls, I don't know. I might have let that one go.
2 fouls on Allen. Leading assist man in the Mount West has to take a seat. Lob for Weems. Tough catch. Blocked from behind. Templin all over him. Not 1, but 2 blocks. Carson Templin. And then things get physical and a foul called on the ensuing battle.
As a career shot blocker,
Utah State partner has 7 blocks in the first half.
As a shot blocker myself, I love this. Get it out of there.
Coming up on AT&T at the half, Adam Zucker, Ice Young, Roy Hibbert, Gary Parrish get you caught up on this game and all the other action around the country. Coming up on AT&T at the half, partner 12 top 25 teams in action tonight. 5th-ranked Purdue beat Iowa. SEC Georgia Ole Miss, a good game. And your Heels and Stanford out here in the West Coast. Close one.
Hey, when you get your ID. This is not your Stanford team of late. They've got a good new coach down there. And it's never easy traveling across the country. to play on the West Coast.
I was waiting for your comment about the heels.
All right, let's look, man. I
took you a second.
A little nervous.
Takeaway, Collins Jr. ahead of the pack for the hammer. Bailey can't answer. Perryman, rebound, run out. Falslev in traffic. Tough pass to catch. That's out of bounds.
He kind of telegraphed that pass. Collins with the dunk off the ATO turnover. You don't see that too often coming out of a timeout. Not a good way to start this final 4 minutes.
Collins has a 40-point game this year. That came in Charleston at an MTE against Davidson. First since 07 at Utah State, 40+ in a game. This guy can fill it up. What a story after averaging 7.5 points in his last 2 years. Templin. Way off the mark. Camper Jr. recovers on the baseline. Rollison. 81st game for him as a Wolfpack. Off of Billy III, transfer from Evansville, the Missouri Valley Conference. Camper Jr. extended elbow jumper off the mark. Weems a hand on it. Bailey couldn't find it. And it comes to Colby King.
Good teams usually finish out halves strong. We'll see if Utah State can kind of get it going and get a little bit of a lead going into the half. Nevada seems a little bit stagnant offensively.
Collins trying to change that short on a three. Toles today, big LeBron fan. He just loves the fit and the staff here. He went on Zoom with head coach Jared Calhoun and said, look, Ian Martinez is gone. He led the Aggies in scoring last year. NCAA tournament team, 26 wins. We want you to be the next Ian Martinez. And he said, I love that idea. I want to score a lot. What a story for Utah State. Overplay. Here's Colby King in the move. Leaves it off, an easy lay-in for Perryman.
Nice move by King to kind of bait the defender like he's going for the layup and dump it down for the easy finish for Perryman.
7-0 run. Wolfpack has missed his last 5. Camper Jr. step back. Got Falslev up in the air. The 3 rattles out. Loose change, rebound. Comes to Weems, fresh 20 here for Nevada. Over a play, it's knocked out of bounds. The heavy hit with Colby King, head-to-head with Tyler Rollison. And King slow to get up. Aggies from deep, a big factor tonight, John.
Big factor. That's what's keeping them kind of ahead right now as they are 4 of 10. They're a team that doesn't shoot a lot, but they're very efficient. And they've done that tonight while they have a 6-point lead with a minute and a half left.
They make about 9 threes a game, shoot 39%. What a year for them offensively. White way off the mark from deep. Nice track down for Crowley, giving Steve Alford some good minutes. Beating the shot clock. Buzzer on the long shot there, and a miss for Comer. That's out of bounds. Wolfpack fresh 20 with a minute 6 to go in our first half. Has it back, down 6.
With Price out of the game, trying to keep him from getting his 3rd foul. Nevada has to survive this next minute and not let Utah State get up by more than 10 points.
Timeout call by Steve Alford and Nevada. 6-point game. We're back in 30 seconds. Steve Alford and Nevada. They've won 8 of 9 after a 4-3 start, including some early season losses to Santa Clara and UC Davis in Reno. But in their 8-1 stretch, shooting 46% from the field and 40 from 3. They have missed their last 8. Aggies on a 7-0 run, but still just half a dozen. Here, John, the spread in our first half. Exciting game so far.
Exciting game. This is a crucial possession for Nevada to get a good shot and break this lead, break this run that Utah State is on, to make sure that this lead, if Utah State does go to half with the lead, is manageable coming into the second half.
Wolfpack won for its last 10 as well. A scoring drought at 4+ minutes. In a back-and-forth game here tonight. Nevada's largest lead at 2. Utah State at 6. It's been tight throughout. Comer controls. Bumped off the play from Keller back into the game for Utah State. Crowley, a hand on the rebound. Eventually comes away to Colby King. Less than a minute left, first half from Logan. Perriman operates. Good hands from Weems. 13 to shoot for King. A lot of minutes for White first half. Collins thinking 3, way strong. And Weems the weak side rebound. 25 seconds. Shot clock, game clock differential, about a second here, maybe less. Final moments, opening 20 tonight.
Nevada has weathered the storm right now. They need to get a shot, a good shot right now. Maybe Camper Jr. on a quick switch if they can.
5 to shoot. Comer for Camper Jr. 2 to shoot. Comer, tough off-balance shot. Front iron miss. And that's it for the opening 20 here tonight from Logan. Aggies by 6. End of the first half, Utah State, you see the numbers when leading the half, impressive. A 29-23 lead on Nevada in the Mountain West. After the break, it's Adam Zucker and the crew in our New York studio. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Back here in Logan, 6-point game at halftime, and the baby crawling competition. So cute, so fun. John Henson, our numbers through 20. What do you see here?
Yes, 7 blocks is key. Protecting the rim, actually part of the reason why Utah State is up. And then offensive rebounds for Nevada. I'm kind of treating it, I think this is what Miami's going to have to do with Indiana on Monday. Time of possessions, not let them score the ball, get offensive possessions. Even though Nevada did not capitalize on those possessions, it allowed Utah State not to score.
Late defense in the possession, so important. Welcome back, Dave and John. You know, Utah State outscores Mountain West opponents by 26.2 points a game in their 5-0 start in league play. We got a tight one, though, in the second half, thanks to that good Steve Alford defense, right?
Yeah, I am a defensive player. I love block shots. That is what Utah State do. This is called protecting the rim. The whole first half, block shot after block shot. They've got 7 block shots, which is double their season average at the half. I expect to see this a little more. This is why this Utah State team is up 6 points coming into this second half.
7 blocks tonight. Season best overall, UNLV had 11 in a game against La Sierra. That's a non-Division I team. In terms of league play, Colorado State had 8 against Nevada earlier this year on December 30th. So the 7 block shots for Utah State in the first half, second most in a conference game this year.
I got a feeling they might eclipse that 11 the way this game's going.
Okay. Put that down. 11, says John Henson.
I'm going over 11.
All right, here's Allen. Runs the show for Utah State home whites. 2 fouls for him in the first half. No points. 2 assists. Tries to get going. The set designed for him to get his first bucket. Can't click. Weems can't bring in the pass up court. Turned over by Nevada.
I like that set they just ran with Allen rolling. There's no help on that because Camper Jr. is not leaving Collins Jr., so we'll see if they run that again. Drake Allen got a good shot.
Nevada missed its last 10 shots in the first half, still only down by half a dozen. Their defense has been locked down. Good feed down low, easy lay-in for Keller. A nice seal. And a transfer from Wake Forest and Utah. Third stop has his first basket.
They just switched the sides for the guards to allow Collins to get that pass inside when Camper Jr. held down.
Comer works into the corner. Shot hit there. Caleb Lowry.
Kind of, Comer needed that pass. He needed that pass to about 2 defenders.
Former star at NAIA. Won the National Player of the Year at that level. Caleb Lowry. Knocked out of bounds, 13 to shoot here for Utah State.
Nice physical drive right here. The one hand through two defenders for the three. On time, on target. Lowry knocks it down.
Played at the Masters University, NAIA, Santa Clarita, California. Allen stays scoreless tonight. Loose change, drag away there for Lowry. Here's Comer on the move. Camper Jr. Comer's got it. One deep. Tayshawn Comer delivers.
Great job by Nevada attacking that fast break right there. Camper Jr. gets the guy in the air, drives, kicks it out. Nice shot offensively, in rhythm.
Tayshawn Comer leads the way for Nevada. He's got 7 points. That's it. 2 minutes in, 10 to shoot. Aggies by 2 in a tight one of the Mountain West. Here's Allen driving in. Off the mark, trying to knife through traffic. The battle on the hardwood. And a shot clock violation. There was no change of possession. And it's back to Nevada.
Scrapping, but the shot clock is running down. Allen doesn't get the ball on the rim. Nevada takes control.
Well, Steve Alford told us today, partner, physicality on defense will be so important. We're seeing that tonight, right, for Nevada?
We are a physical team, offensively and defensively.
Comer the miss. Alameen. Rebound, run out. Utah State almost traveled. Look at the recovery by Lowry. And on that fast break defense causes the turnover for Nevada. Weems. Price by himself for the hammer.
Allen helped over on that drive. Collins Jr. has to help the helper. He's got to step in front of that big, especially being their best player in Elijah Price.
Reigning Mountain West Player of the Week. Big games against San Diego State in a home loss. Wyoming a home win in Reno for Nevada. Alameen, the freshman, thinking three. It rattles out. And Price has the rebound.
Utah State's got to attack that zone. They can't settle. That's what the zone wants you to do.
Lowry gathers, tries to lay it in. Keller got in his way. A physical play, no whistle. Drake Allen on the run here for Nevada. There for Utah State. Falslev silent after the great start. 9 points to lead the way for the Aggies on 4-6 shooting. Most of that came in the opening moments of the game. Here's Falslev, drives in. Can't hit, runner, surprising miss on a high percentage shot for Mason Falslev.
Got lucky on that. That was an easy drive to the right.
Weems other end, buries a three.
Little adversity right now for Utah State. We'll see how they respond. They've got a team full of older guys that have been in a lot of places, so this is part of their journey as a top-ranked team in the country.
What a run for the Wolfpack. Falslev trying to change that, does. Changes the narrative with a 3-ball. He's got 12 tonight.
Beautiful answer by Falslev. That's what you look for in the team. Rated as high as Utah State in all the metrics.
Comer tries to answer for Nevada and does. It's a deep 2.
Tough fade to the right.
Tough shot.
Wow.
He's got 9, 3 of 7 shooting. Alameen through traffic for 2.
Allen, the leading assist man, nice little look off in the dime to the middle for Alameen.
Camper Jr., good recovery defense from Drake Allen. Falslev's on the move. Can't lay it in. Everything but the finish for Mason Falslev. Rebound for Price. Weems, the lefty. Hits and one. Vaughn Weems. Chance for a 3-point play for Nevada, leading us to a timeout.
Nice verticality by Allen right here. Coming up. But you know what? Just a stronger offensive play by Weems, and one.
You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. Second half, partner. Nevada outscoring Utah State 15-7. And a 2-point lead on the road here in Logan.
Yeah, Nevada's come out motivated in the second half. Offensively, just making good plays, passing the ball, finding the open man, and hitting some tough and timely shots as well. That's how you stay in the game on the road against a top 25 team.
Last 6 on the road. Steve Alford against ranked teams. They are 5-1. One of those wins came here in 2024, snapping Nevada's 20-game losing streak against ranked teams on the road. But overall, partner, against ranked teams on the road, 2-28. The 2 wins came against UNLV in 1982 and here in Logan in 2024, a 14-point road Wolfpack win.
We've got a saying back home, Nevada is bumping right now.
Weems was fouled before the break. Cannot complete the 3-point play. On the missed free throw, foul called on Utah State. Templin picks up his second, battling for the rebound.
Opportunity for a 4-point possession on the road. This crowd hasn't got into it either in the second half.
Lowry. Check by Templin. Comer thought about a step back. Camper Jr. for 3. Front iron miss. Templin battles for the defensive rebound. False left, here's the run out. Loves to drive to the basket, just like that, for 2 off the glass. Takeaway. False left again. 2 more. Camper Jr. end of the possession is tripped in the paint, and a foul on Utah State.
So Falslev has missed a couple of bunnies, but he's making the tough ones right here on 3 defenders, and then a Euro step through, lay at the rim. Rhino, I think the other 2 layers are a little too easy. That's probably why he missed them, huh?
Man, he can turn the game. Second leading field goal percentage shooter in the Mountain West, coming off a 16.9 rebound game at Boise State in a laugher 4 hours away in Idaho. Drive to the basket, rattles out, somehow doesn't fall. Price is fouled.
That's a second touch pass by White today. High IQ play. Seems like it's something he does. Realizes that Price is open right here, taps it to him, gets it to his best player to go to the line. Price draws the contact too. That's something that Coach talked about earlier. Him trying to draw contact sometimes and not finishing. That was a good play where drawing the contact was what he needed to do to get the foul.
Looking right into the hostile student section, has got one more. 6'9" redshirt sophomore from Long Beach, California. Began his career at Drake, didn't play in the Valley for the Bulldogs, then went to Fresno State and had a huge sophomore season. Top 15 in the Mountain West in scoring this year. Misses the second. Loose change for Falslev. And Elijah Perriman back into the game for Utah State, runs the show. Your takeaway from Weems. Templin extended elbow with 14 to shoot. Here's Perriman, contested 3. Over Rollison, way strong. Good hands there for Elijah Perriman. Had a 10-assist game against San Jose State earlier this year. It's tied for the most in any game and the player this year in the Mountain West Conference. Non-con and league play.
You wonder how long Collins Jr. and Allen are going to stay on the bench right now in a close game like this. We'll see how long they can survive without 2 of their better players.
Rollison, physical. Camper Jr. Rollison, 10 on the timer. False left, great defense. Camper Jr. knifing through traffic. Floats and hits, tough shot.
Jump stop through the traffic for the float. He's missing the easy ones like false left and making the tough ones. That's what type of night it's been. This is a high-level game we're watching right now.
8 points, Camper Jr., 3 of 10 shooting, 4 boards. Big one there to quiet the crowd for now. Clark gathers, knocked aside. Good hands from White. Into the hands of Price. Rollison is on the move. Camper Jr., you better believe it. And a quick point to the student section as well to quiet them down.
Saw the tough float go in, feeling good. Stepped in, shot that. Looked good when it left his hands.
You knew that as soon as he had it. You saw that, partner, as soon as he launched it. Perriman works into the corner. Colby King needs help, 8 to shoot. Here's Garrett Clark. White all over him, spins way short, and Price the rebound.
Tough shot.
7 boards for Price. Rollison step back over Perriman, who tripped him, but no call. Templin for Perriman for 2. The student section with those gloves to make the claps even louder are making themselves heard. Price, Camper Jr., the 2-man game before the shot. No follow through an extension there. A foul called on Carson Templin's 3rd, leading us to a timeout. 2-point game, and Logan John here tonight.
Camper Jr. with the lineup 3. He's going to hit most of those shots when he gets open. And then the dump by Perriman. Gets a little handshake. Trying to get his team going.
All right, Josh, check the AT&T game summary. 0 boards, offensive rebounds. How about Nevada? Plus 12 in that category, and their 3-point shooting second half has been awesome, too.
Yeah, shooting 80% from 3, 50% from the field. That won't sustain. Utah State just has to survive the storm. We talked about Nevada surviving the punch. Utah State now has to survive Nevada's punch. Down 2 with 11:30 to go with them shooting like that in the second half. They're in a good spot. They can't panic, run their offense, get a good shot. That's a lot of game left. You're going to get every team's best shot when you're ranked top 25 in the country.
False left big numbers, 10th straight game for him in double figures. Game high 16. Camper Jr., other player, 10+ points. Handles here, he's got 11 for Nevada tonight. Rollison. White the back end. Price, top of the key jumper, too strong. Drake Allen, offensive glass for Utah State. Not the offensive game he had hoped for. 0 for 5 for Allen, and 0 for 2 from 3 tonight. Colby King, contested shot, hits it, rattles it home.
It's been a positive for them off the bench, with Cottis Jr. kind of struggling right now.
Over Amir Robinson. White trails, is short. Rebound for Zach Keller. 3rd stop for him. Here's Allen. On the move, bumped by Camper Jr. before the shot. All the way to the hoop.
Right here, he's kind of stuck. Clock running down. Makes a good move for the fade. Good defense, better offense by Utah State. You got to live with shots like that. That's not how they're going to win this game.
2 fouls. Camper Jr. tonight sends Allen to the free throw line. Started his career at Snow Junior College, then went to Southern Utah, then went to Utah Valley, and then to Utah State. He's covered almost the entire state, just missing Weber State, right? BYU, Utah. He's out of eligibility after this year. Can't go anymore. This is it.
He loves Utah. Maybe seeing the shot fall from the free throw line will get him going offensively. See the ball go in. Feel it.
6'5" grad student, Eagle Mountain, Utah. Hits the free throw.
Beautiful stroke, too, man. Wow. Nice shot.
And that's a guy who had no offers out of high school, didn't start on his high school team after his sophomore year, tried out for his JC team and now tops of the Mountain West in assists per game. An extraordinary story. That's why we love college athletics, right? I mean, stories like that.
For sure. Maybe it doesn't
for
happen.
Coleman.
And it's not the NIL era.
Coleman with a pick from Crowley. Tough shot, way short. Keller rebound. Amir Robinson almost found the handle. It comes to Allen. Utah State in good shape here.
Allen is doing some great things on that defensive end. He contested the shot and rebounded. He's been in some tough rebounds. He's been shoring up the glass for this team that's got all these offensive rebounds against them.
Lots of contact. Robinson runs in a false left and does on the baseline commit the foul for Nevada. That is his second tonight.
Might have been a good foul right there. Collins Jr. was about to get a wide open three, and he knocked that down. So not the worst thing that could happen for this Nevada team.
6-0 Utah State run. Allen baseline to inbounds here for the Aggies.
Allen might have had an open layup if false layup didn't. They both went down the lane at the same time.
Collins, 40-point game this year. 20-plus points per game to lead the league. Only 7 points tonight. 2 of 6 shooting. Only 1-3. Allen trying to drive through traffic, held up by Lowry. Enough contact and a foul called against Nevada.
Utah State just ran the same play, but they switched it out, and Allen attacked while the defense was sleeping. Smart play by him. Coming through the lane. Got to contest that up high, not low. You're going to get a foul every time if you're Lowry trying to grab the ball with 2 hands with a guy coming down the lane.
His first foul, team's third, that's it in the second half here. And one more free throw coming for Drake Allen. The former WAC newcomer of the year at Southern Utah. He's married, baby in the way, as we talked about.
Grown man.
Mature player here at Utah State. Now get old, stay old, right? That's so helpful.
Another big
long
play
rebound,
by
false
Allen.
lefts on the way. In the corner, Collins Jr. That's a 3.
That's how it works.
Timeout, Nevada. Number 9, Gonzaga. 17 wins this year, just 1 loss. 4 wins against AP top 25 teams already this year. And per game, 91.4 points. One of the top offensive teams in the nation. CBS Sports Network's coverage of college hoops continues tomorrow. Triple header beginning at 6 Eastern. First Liberty hosts New Mexico State in Conference USA, followed by Charleston taking on Towson in the Coastal. Then cap the night off with number 9 Gonzaga and Washington State going head-to-head. Can't wait to watch Brayton Huff and Graham Ike, former star at Wyoming, in the Mountain West. Zigging and zagging for Gonzaga. That's going to be fun. This will be fun, too. Remainder of our second half with 9:35 to go in a 6-point game.
Ever since
foul on King in second.
Nevada took that lead, 10-0 run by Utah State, just a sign of a good team. They settled in, did not panic, continued to fight offensively as Nevada's not going to keep up a 70%, 80% 3-point, 2-point split.
Wolfpack 0 for its last 4, 10-0 run here for Utah State. Critical time, you feel it. A lot of time left, but Wolfpack needs a hoop on this possession. Comer kicks out. Robinson tipped out of bounds. Good hands, Allen. He wants a replay here and a challenge.
I think that was off Lowry. I think that was off Lowry.
Calhoun, he thinks Utah State should risk a challenge here.
He's trusted his player.
And we're going to get it.
I love it. I love it.
Generally speaking, and most coaches we've talked to will trust the player.
Yeah.
If they feel like he had it right. Officials indicate it was Nevada ball, challenged by Jared Calhoun. And we're back in 30 seconds to see the results of the Aggie challenge.
Previous out-of-bounds play is under review. It is blue ball on the floor.
Due to college basketball this year, coaches challenge Jared Calhoun, Utah State challenge
Previous
this call
out-of-bounds play has been
ago.
overturned. It is white ball with 30
And
seconds
as you're
on
going
the
to hear,
shot
a
clock.
call's been overturned.
White
It was
keeps
off
their
of Lowry. Drake
challenge.
Allen made sure his coach knew it. And the challenge is upheld. Utah State keeps the challenge and the timeout.
We've got the best view in the house. We saw that was off Lowry pretty easily.
We had a good look.
The ref was on the backside, so it was tough for him to see. Successful challenge. Right? I've got one of those yet this year.
Got one down.
I like that.
Allen knew it. He was right. Love the new rule. Here's Allen. Scoop to the hoop. Too strong. Price the rebound. He's got 8 boards, 8 points tonight for Nevada. And Comer and company trying to right the ship. Here's Price. Gets physical on Keller. Too strong. False left the rebound for the Aggies. Colby King had it taken away. Good defense. Camper Jr. and Price help. Here's Weems looking for the layup. Keller got in his way. Foul call.
Keller's got to roll hard on that. He's having a phenomenal second half. Extra possessions, box outs, challenges.
Partisan crowd does not agree when they see the review on the big screen here at the Spectrum in Logan. Weems to the free throw line. One more free throw here for Vaughn Weems. The transfer from North Idaho was the #2 scorer in junior college nationally a year ago. 26.7 points a game, trailing only Casper College's Abdul Bashir in the nation. That's a good get from JUCO for Steve Alford in Nevada. Those are big numbers. Back-to-back double-figure scoring games for him against Colorado State and Fresno State. 12 and 13 points respectively for Weems out of the Seattle area. Foslev right back to the free throw line for Utah State. Deliberately getting to the basket. The guards are driving he and Allen in the second half.
And that was created by Keller rolling hard on that possession and not popping out, which left Price in a predicament. What do I do? Foslev makes the decision to take it to the hole and draw the foul.
A nice chat with Foslev today. We asked him, look, this team is 14-1, 7-game win streak, hasn't lost in Mount West play, ranked top 25. How good are you? He said, last year we peaked early. He said, being honest with you, I'd like to take it day by day. We think we're really good. This could be a beyond round of 32 team.
Yeah, he said we got to stay in the present moment. And as my guy, John Roston, says, it's just January. So got a long ways to go.
But I agree with him. They're good.
Yeah.
Leading 6 for the home team. Comer bumps. Camper Jr. tiptoes but doesn't leave his feet. Bounce in the corner. Tough play there for Lowry. 10 to shoot. Good half-court defense. Weems hangs and travels.
Got to get the ball to the other side. If they would have took a look over there, their best shooter, Camper Jr., was wide open, waving his hands. Credit to Utah State on defense.
9 turnovers each side. Nevada averages 8.9 a game. Collins over Price. Tough 3, rattles around. And a rebound for Lowry.
Probably should have took the first one right there. Didn't hesitate, but still, as efficient as he is offensively, I'm okay with that shot.
Here's Lowry thinking 3. Too strong. Weems and Foslev come together. And the foul on Vaughn Weems. Leading us to a timeout. Foslev holds the right elbow. Slow to get up for Utah State. Home team here at the Spectrum tonight leads by 6. 5-0 start Mount West play for Utah State this year, outscoring the opposition by 26.2 points a game in league play. Assists are 19.2 to 10. Out shooting teams from the field 58% to 39%. Points in the paint plus 19.2. So that's an incredible run so far in conference play, but they're in a dogfight tonight against Nevada, right?
In a dogfight, you figured that they wouldn't continue to win games by such a margin. And it's good to have these close games to learn who your team is, who are the guys down the stretch that you can trust. And this is a perfect example of, you know, a 6-point game, 7 minutes left. How's my team going to respond? How are they going to react in a close game?
Points in the paint tonight, Utah State 20 and Nevada 18. So a much different stat line so far with 7.5 to go. Another sellout crowd here at the Spectrum in Logan. Collins Jr. Spin move, Weems all over him. Collins Jr. got a lot of clean looks tonight. Here's Allen, tall point guard for Utah State, 6'5". Paul Slev, 6 to shoot. Passing, gathered. Zach Keller's got 2. Good post up. Beats the buzzer and lays it in.
That shot was created by Collins Jr. His man did not want to leave him all the way in the corner, which allowed Keller to get a layup. Weems came late, so even though he's not scoring, he is affecting that game.
Lead is 8, danger time here for Bryce and company. They missed their last 6. Elijah Price in the paint. Lays it in, the and one, much needed for Nevada.
Relentless motor that Price has right there. That's all that was. Right here, just step through, seals him off with his body. Nice move down low. I don't think Keller's been out. He might be a little tired, but guess what? Coach, I wouldn't tell Coach to take me out either, so.
He's got 4 fouls.
Well, here he comes, so.
And it's going to be replaced here by Carson Templin, the junior from Fairview, Texas, at 6'9", 230. Good minutes certainly from Keller tonight.
Great minutes by him in the second half. Shoring up that glass offensively on the offensive glass for Nevada, getting all those boards.
Price joining Camper Jr. double-figure scores tonight for Nevada. He's got 11 now. Completes a 3-point play. Really important possession for the Wolfpack there to cut it to 5.
3-2 zone right here, trying to slow down the Utah State offense that's gotten rolling a little bit.
Falslet, free throw line. Too strong there from Templin. Camper Jr. from Rollison across the timeline. Falslev all over him. He and Collins, the double team. It gets physical. We told you he was a very highly recruited football star in high school. You can see the physicality there from Mason Falslev.
One of the all-time leaders in steals at the university as well. He's just got a knack for the ball. Giving his team the possession right there for the next tie-up, which could be crucial down the stretch in a close game.
Leads the Mountain West, steals per game, 40 for the year ending play tonight. You can see how aggressive he is physically on defense for Jared Calhoun. Here's Price trying to take the game over. Templin gets in his way, has the steal for Utah State. Here's Allen, gets physical, and the offensive foul.
Such a savvy play by Weems right there.
3 fouls on Drake Allen.
Anticipating he's going to go left. He's went left all day today. Just a know your personnel type moment right there. Smart play by the JUCO star.
Three points for Allen, 0 for 6 in the field and 5 rebounds, 4 helpers tonight. Camper Jr. Templin on him. Price, Collins Jr. gets under him and commits the foul. First on the leading scorer in the Mountain West tonight.
Collins Jr. has to square up on that. You can't play defense on your side. Look at this. He's got to square up and just chest up right there. That's not going to work.
Sure what the fans are angry about.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's biased here, right? It's all about the Aggies, but that's clearly a foul.
Yes, it is.
Price back to the free throw line. 3 of 6 from the stripe tonight. He's 1 rebound shy of another double-double for you, Nevada.
If you're Nevada, all you want to do is hang around and see if you can potentially make this a 1-2 possession game at the end, and maybe the ball rolls your way, and that's what they're doing right now. Just keep it close and put the pressure on the home team, the newly minted top 25 Utah State Aggies, and see how they respond.
Looking for his 5th double-double of the year. Tied for the most rebounds starting the week in the Mountain West with 138. He's had a great season in Reno. For the pressure off the made free throw. Collins Jr. press break to the basket. He's fouled.
I know we've talked about false left the whole time, but that was kind of a pinpoint pass by him. Kind of like a back shoulder right here. If you look at this pass, well, coming in, and then Collins Jr. gets the foul, but that pass before was actually a really good pass to lead him to the right. Look at that back shoulder throw right there. It's a first down. And then he draws a foul.
The senior from South Carolina began his career at Virginia Tech, then Vandy. 27th in the nation in scoring. Leader is Northwestern's Nick Martinelli entering the week. The numbers were good in his 2 stops, ACC and the SEC. He said it was a combination of the system, his role. The minutes went way down last year, Vandy told us today. And when he spoke with Jared Calhoun on Zoom, and the coach said, "This is the role I got for you in Logan," he said, you know, my first time in the portal, they offered me, I didn't want to go. Too far away from home, where he's from in South Carolina. This time, yes. And boys, that worked out for Utah State. And for MJ Collins. Another crunch time possession for Nevada. Camper Jr. fires down low to Weems, broken up.
Another steal.
Allen, Elamine in the corner. Hits a 3. White for Nevada, up and away, but he missed the dunk. Elamine defensive glass, false left is running and finishing. Timeout, Nevada, largest lead of the night, John, for Utah State.
Right here, coming down the lane with the 3-ball by Elamine to get him rolling, and then the steal by the Steel King, and the finish on the other end. Utah State up 10, 4 to go.
Coming up next, get in-depth highlights and analysis, the latest hoops action. We go coast to coast on Inside College Basketball right here on CBS Sports Network. As we talked about earlier in the broadcast tonight, 12 AP Top 25 teams in action tonight. Covering all the major conferences and the Mountain West. That includes Utah State, ranked number 23 this week in the AP Top 25. This place is rocking. Sold out again in Logan. 4,000 students making themselves heard. Comer bursts the speed of the basket for 2. Big one for the Wolfpack. Crowd silencer for now.
Good finish to stop the bleeding and calm this crowd down.
Third Nevada player in double figures. Allen thought about a 3. Drives to the free throw line instead. Elamine. Templin held there by Price, who picks up his 3rd.
I think Templin's found something there with Price. Strength-wise, he's been sealing him, making him work, knowing that he's now got 3 fouls after that. I think he'll continue to do that, put him in a predicament defensively, so maybe he's a little tired on the offensive end.
Carson Templin started the first 8 games of the year. Off the bench for Utah State in the last 7. Short free throw. Collins 3. Can't hit it. Templin's hurt. And writhing, now slow to get up, but he is up. False left drives. And some contact. Templin took a shot to the face. And wants an elbow called there. 18 fouls on Nevada.
Nice physical drive right here. Spin when the defender cuts you off. Try to get the body for Price.
1-1 for Mason Falsleb. Has another. Jared Calhoun telling us after practice yesterday, everything a college athlete should be, this guy. The mayor of Logan, they call him. Community involvement, summer camps, teaches special needs kids. Can impact the game with so much beyond playing, and it's a big reason he didn't go into the portal and leave Logan. He told us today, Mason did, that his wife loves it here, he loves it here, and he's got one more year of college eligibility. What a talent for the Aggies. Rollison is held there by Falslev. Incredulous as he picks up his second personal. Got a timeout from Logan, Utah, here in the Mountain West. 10-point lead. Number 23 Utah State trying to win its 8th straight game. Our Old Trapper beef jerky. Player of the game, no surprise, Mason Falslev, Utah State partner, 8 of 12, shooting 22 points in the game. Here tonight, last 8 games entering play, 17+ points a game. His last 3 shooting 61%. And another blistering game for Falslev tonight.
He does it all for this team. You know, he has 22 points, but he's affected the game. Whether he was hitting the offensive board, drawing the foul, he's got a steal, a couple of deflections, jump ball that allowed his team to get possession in a closer game with 3 minutes left. That could be crucial.
Started coming to games here at the Spectrum as a 3rd grader. Was a ball boy here as a kid. He told us today he and some buddies used to sneak in. They call it the spec here.
Yep.
And as little kids would come and shoot. I mean, this guy's a gym rat, right? Since the 3rd grade.
He's the heart and soul of this team, too. So it's kind of like a fairy tale story that he's playing for this team.
Rollison hits much-needed free throws for Nevada to make it an 8-point game. Hanging around, as John talked about. Plenty of time for the Wolfpack. Robinson returns. Wolfpack has taken a lot of blows tonight here in the game, John. They're still standing. Not knocked out yet. Collins Jr.
Yeah.
Alameen steps on the sideline, turns it over.
Coughlin corner over there. Figure when he took a step back, he's so long and athletic. It's tough to do that in the corner when you're that size.
6'9" freshman, Arlington, Virginia. Led St. Paul VI Catholic High School in Chantilly, Virginia, to a state championship. Good one. Comer, physical with Allen, doesn't get a roll. Alameen high above the rim for the rebound for the Aggies.
Might have grabbed that one off the cylinder, it looked like.
A little close, you're right.
Remember those days long, long ago.
Not that long, partner. Come on. This guy's a 2-time ACC Defensive Player of the Year next to me at UNC. You were an eraser, man. Falslev on a bounce. Templin gathers, blocked. Lowry regained Templin battling. Alameen in the corner, thinking 3. Freshman misses. Price has his 10th rebound. Another double-double for Elijah Price. Lowry head of the pack. Tough catch, bumps. Hit hard by Temple on the baseline.
Utah State could be a little aggressive. They've only got 4 fouls. Good foul by them. Right here, look. Kind of behind the play. Good foul, stop the play. Oh, no, it's 2 shots.
Got 10 fouls.
10 fouls, oh, I'm sorry. Looking at the wrong number, they have 10.
Templin's 4th foul. Lowry has another one.
Nevada's about to start
from San Diego.
Nevada's going to start making a stand. Defensively, trying to whittle this lead down to a 1 or 2 possession game under 2 minutes.
Last year, the Trevor Hudgens Award winner for the top player nationally in NAIA. And a big free throw hit for Lowry. Lead at 6. Here's Allen. A little backcourt pressure. Checked by Amir Robinson. Falslev picked from Templin, who rolls the basket. Nope. Feed there for Mason. False left. 10 to shoot. Alamein spins, is held by Lowry on the way to the basket. 9 team fouls, Nevada. 1-1 coming up. That's 4 on Lowry.
He does a good job of just kind of getting the defender on his hip and spinning off. He's done that a lot. Kind of a move that a guy down the street, A.J. DeBonza, has perfected. Looks very similar to that move.
He's a good one at BYU now.
For sure. He's got a similar build to him as well, so probably a good guy to kind of look at to model your game after.
Former 4-star high school recruit misses. Taken back, though, and put in. False left. Match his season best at 24 against Tulane at the Charleston MTE. Steele Allen. And trouble with the footwork there. MJ Collins. Timeout, Jared Calhoun saves a possession. The lead at 8.
The steal king right here. And if I'm not mistaken, that moves it into number 4 all time on the steals list at Utah State. Pretty
Great
impressive.
career with that, no doubt. 2.7 steals a game for his career. He's up to 81. That was last year, excuse me. 81, number 2 all-time single season Utah State history. Leads the league this year in thefts, 2.7. And Drake Allen not too far behind. Defense a big part of the Aggies' success this year.
Good timeout. You get a good shot here, maybe a 3 or you know, put yourself up 10. This becomes a tough game for Nevada. So important for Nevada to have a great defensive possession and go score fast. And if you're Utah State, you're thinking knockout punch here. Let's get a bucket, put us up 10 with 1:30 left. It's gonna be tough for the Wolfpack to come back.
Game reset. Each coach still has a challenge. Have to have a timeout to use a challenge. 164 steals now in the career for Falslev. He has tied Kendall Youngblood for 4th all-time. The record is 226. That's a lot of steals in a career. But hey, Falslev's got another season left. I mean, assuming the mayor of Logan returns to Utah State next year, we'll see about that.
Nevada's been pretty focused on MJ Collins Jr. So you wonder if this may be kind of a decoy play and they can attack Nevada, putting so much attention on him, which they have done this game.
Allen watched by Robinson. 10 to shoot. In the corner, timeout call, Jared Calhoun. Again, saves the possession. 9 to shoot.
Savvy play by Coach, savvy defensive scheme by Coach Alford, trapping on the screen, kind of messing up Utah State's offensive set. It's a chess match right now. We'll see what happens next after this timeout.
Collins, 12 points in the game tonight, partner. His prior low this year had been 7 against Weber State. That was back in November 12th, long time ago. Since then, he's been double figures, several times 20+. Good defense on the trap, right in the corner, close to the timeline. Utah State the timeout. All right, $1:43 to go here, regulation. It's Nevada's last gasp.
Well, now Nevada has Utah State thinking, are they going to trap again? And Utah State has to think, I've got to make a quick play, quick decision. Interested to see what both these great coaches have drawn up in this end of game scenario after timeout.
Here we go. 8 on the timer. It's false left. Step back. Over Weems. Misses. Templin cleans it up. On the weak side for 2. A dagger follow for the Aggies. Sometimes you get the bounces. Camper Jr. over Elamine, hits a three. A nice Nevada response.
If you're Utah State, that's one thing you cannot give up. You cannot give up a three right there. Young freshman Elamine has to understand that. Make Camper drive. That's the only thing that could beat you right now with a minute left. Up 10.
Last minute regulation. Lead at 7. Jared Calhoun tells Drake Allen, hang out, young man, near the timeline. Now 6 on the timer for Falslev. 5 to shoot. Mason Falslev. He'll drive through traffic and it's fouled. Perfect possession for Utah State. Free throws with 44.5 to go in the second half.
Falslev right here with in his bag with the Iverson cross right there. I wasn't familiar with your game with that move right there.
You are now.
I think he caught Camper Jr. off guard too. That was definitely not on film.
Caleb Lowry, partner, is fouled out for Nevada. With 44.5 to go in regulation. Leads with 7 points and 6 rebounds on 2 of 8 shooting tonight for Steve Alford. The junior from Benson, Utah, about 20 minutes away. To the free throw line. Hits another one. And speaking with Jared Calhoun at practice yesterday and today at the shoot-around, a lot of the thinking from the Utah State side is that Falslev would like to have his name in the rafters one day as one of the all-time greats in Aggie history. And if you transfer in the era of the portal, that's hard to do. You stick around your whole career as an Aggie, with his numbers, it'll happen.
100%.
It means a lot to him.
We'd love to see that in this day and age.
It's rare, right?
Yes, it is.
Comer baseline, throws it away, and the lead at 9. It's right back to Utah State.
Nevada tried the good old hammer play, but Drake Allen snipped it out and held up Camper Jr. Just a savvy play by a vet that's been in this game a long time.
The Herd, as they're known, student section, 4,000 strong tonight, has made a difference at the Spectrum. Falslev. Collins is fouled. Price has his 4th. A double-double tonight for Elijah Price. Nevada's going to fall short here. They hung in there most of the night, partner, punch for punch, with one of the best teams in the country.
Valiant, valiant effort. This is a tough road environment, a tough road game. They held their own tonight. They can't hold their heads down. This team is going to be really good in the Mountain West. I'm excited to see.
Falslev, 26 tonight, 2 shy of his career best, set against North Texas in 2024. Collins, not a big night offensively, we talked about, but other pieces have come through, and something MJ told us today at the shoot-around as we check the schedule coming up for Utah State and Jared Calhoun. Next up against the Lopes on the road in Phoenix. Newcomer to the Mountain West this year. Collins said, we're so close as a team. Chemistry is so good. Maybe I don't have a big night. Someone else does. He's got 13 tonight. I'm happy for the other guys like Mason Falslev. It's a team that really loves each other. That makes a difference, right?
Listen, man, an old guy by the name of Roy Williams used to tell us the winners get the awards and the rewards.
I like it. Ralston, final moments. Can't click. Camper Jr. tipped up and in by White. And the final 10 ticks. So Utah State's going to win its 8th game in a row. Templin ahead of the pack. Will not shoot it. Elamine won't either. And that will do it. Aggies win. 71-62. 15-1 of the year for the 23rd ranked team in the nation. And a perfect 6-0 in Mountain West play. They are showing us why they're a top 15 today in the net. Impressive, John.
Impressive win. Listen, every game is not going to be a blowout. They were down, I believe, 2 or 4 points, and they went on a 10-0 run. That's a sign of a good team. Finishing out a good Nevada team that is going to be forced to be reckoned with in the Mountain West.
For a team beating Mountain West foes by 26 points a game, this one was tight, but the Aggies now equal San Diego State's win tonight at Wyoming at 6-0 in league play. Love to see this. The coaching staff, players going all around the arena. High fives to the fans in the first row on the way to the locker room. And led tonight by Mason Falslev's 26 points. Final score again, 71-62. Utah State beats Nevada. Now for John Henson, the entire crew. It's Dave Ryan saying so long from Logan. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now in New York City, where Adam Zucker, the crew, is standing by in the studio. So long from Logan. Aggies win again. Still undefeated in the Mountain West.